A Rube Goldberg contraption is an elaborate set of arms, wheels, gears, handles, cups, and rods put into motion by balls, canaries, cages, pails, boots, bathtubs, paddles, live animals. Basically, it takes a simple task and makes it as extraordinarily complicated as it can. Their task? To create a Rube Goldberg machine that used at least one lever, inclined plane, pulley, and wheel and axle. The overall purpose of our machine is to push the easy button. Students were picked at random as to what order they would be in, with one lucky person to start us off and one lucky person to finish the job and push the button.
That was easy.
Students collaborated with the person before them and after them, agreeing on a spot where the momentum of the machine would be passed from one person to the next. Students worked both at home and at school, developing and fine-tuning their machines. They used area models on their desktops, chairs, and the floor under their desks in order to make sure the machine would fit. I warned the kids up front that I've done this project on and off for 10 years or so, and no class has ever been able to get their machine to go all the way around the room. This project, after all, isn't about the finish. It's about the journey.
That was easy.
No, it wasn't! Mr. Eichler's Rube Goldberg Machine 2016, Attempt 1.
Aw. That's the worst.
And it didn't work. Attempt 2.
Don't!
Attempt number 3.
Watch where you're going, kids.
No.
Stay still. Stay still.
The ruler didn't go.
Attempt 9.
Stay still. Stay still.
Go, you little booger.
Push the marble.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Ground Zero of our Rube Goldberg Project 2016. As I warned them all in the beginning, I was pretty certain that we would not be able to get this to go around the room, and unfortunately we were not able to get it to go around the room for many and various reasons that I'm sure your kids will tell you all about later on when they get home. What I want to do now is just kind of do a bit of a walkthrough around the room and show what this machine could have done if all the components would have worked. Before I do, I want to give a huge thank you to all of my wonderful parents that came in and helped out today. Could not have done this without you all. Thank you so very, very much. Also, I want to give a big thank you to the kids, because this is just a very frustrating activity. This is something that it worked twice and now all of a sudden it won't work. And why won't it work? It requires a lot of tenacity. It requires a lot of not listening to that voice that tells them they can't do it and just give up and go sit down. And it requires them to keep going, perseverance. And I'm proud of them because they did that today. And they worked really hard. And this entire activity is nothing but process. Whether it worked or not is not the point. The point is the learning that was going on today, the understanding of the basics of physics, momentum, friction, and all the wonderful ins and outs of our simple machines. So let me flip the camera around here and we will take a look at our simple machine. So this is Ground Zero, Stage 1, and our simple machine begins here. And I do need to back up and just give a loud shout to Ms. Cordelia, because Overachievers Award this girl came prepared to rock. So it all starts by pulling a handle. And there it is. And this is the handle right here. This handle, of course, pulls this lever, which makes that car fall. And this was the fun part now. So that car falls, pulls this little guy out, which then pulls this ramp. And down come the marbles. All right. So the marbles release right here. It releases the weight, which causes this to come down, which will then pull this, which pulls on the pulley, pulling across. And this is a hammer set up. We're ready to swing into this, which releases this weight right here, working this double pulley system, falling down, hitting this little guy. And originally that was supposed to be dominoes, but they weren't working. And we tried to make a weight topple and do that, and that wasn't working. And this was kind of our sticking point here. This was supposed to release and bump into this. And there's supposed to be a car on top. There he is. This guy rolls down the hill, crashing into this point, which releases a marble. This marble travels through these tubes, lands in here, pulling here, pulleys, which release another car, which comes down here, which wiggles this, releasing another marble, going down and around through here. Where I gotta think. So from here, this guy moves. There he goes, almost, and pulls and releases the choo-choo. The choo-choo pulls the pulley, which releases this, which is supposed to fire this, which makes our only wind-powered, there it goes, our wind-powered car. And that, of course, would hit that lever, which is fulcrumed here, which will bump here, which will go and pull and schwap. And marble rolls, there it goes, down to there. And that marble, in theory, wiggles this enough to unsteady this, which rolls down the hill. Ah! This bus will move, knocking this pick out, making our tape roll into this guy right here. And this will make that fall, which falls, which goes and goes, and almost. So, oh, there it goes, it worked. Ah! Which is sorts with, of course, sets off the domino cascade. Go, baby, almost. And that domino rolls down, hitting cars, buckets, things, wiggles, levers. Not quite, but with a little more juice, that will roll downhill, pulling on this pulley, setting that ball free, hitting that lever down there, which will pop back up to the top, setting this guy in motion. Now when he rolls, that string is going to pull that cup and set that pendulum free. So let's knock our bus down. There it goes. Hey, that part worked. And which was supposed to release, where am I? Hammer. Hammer time. And that knocks that ball down, which knocks the bricks. Releasing marbles. Filling cup. Cup fall. Go, cup, go. Come on, cup. There we go. And knocking that golf ball there. Releasing those. And releasing marbles that aren't here. Those marbles would fall into this pulley, pulling this down, and as that falls down, there is a little counter piece here, which will raise up this ramp, knocking the cars into motion, and marbles fall. Yay, marbles! Down and down and down and down and down and down they go. And it triggers a whole sequence here. Ping pong ball fell off. So this was supposed to set off a cascade, ping pong ball, which goes like that, and like that, and like that. And like that. Go, you little. Which then sets this golf ball into motion. Where's my finger? I can't find where I am on the table. There I am. Which will set this golf ball in motion. Now this golf ball is going to go down the pipe and down this little zigzag. I'm going to reverse my angle so we can get this better. Go, golf ball, go. So down it goes. Clunk, clunk. Clunk. Knocking that loose, knocking that loose. Almost landing on here, which is going to pop that truck up. Oh. So this falls over, releasing, or I'm sorry, this truck right here, sorry, crashes into this guy, this little leaning tower of unweightedness, which falls over. That releases the weight, which is holding the pulley. These weights fall down on this lever, shooting up and knocking into the back of this car. This car goes down. Sorry for that shaky cam. Down our ramp. Down, baby, down. So this part into motion. So close. And in our final stage, that car was actually supposed to roll the other way. Which would roll, knocking this off. Releasing our finger, which was centered over
That was easy.
our easy button. And that is the way a machine would have. They've all gone home. The room is cleaned up. And just what a day it has been. I know they're tired because I am exhausted. Again, thank you to all the parents and all the kids for all their hard work today. For those of you that weren't here today and you were kind of wondering just what was all of this about, well, I'm going to leave you with a time-lapse video. I set it up right at the start of the morning and let it run all the way through the day. So enjoy that. There's a few more still pictures to follow. Thanks again to everybody for making Rube Goldberg Day a big hit today.